Welcome back to Taco Bola Gaming. My name is Taco Bola. We are going to continue our Italy run today. Playing as, of course, Italy on Hearts of Iron 4. And prior to recording this, I saw that one of you, the Macker, had commented on a previous video about potentially seeing what navy a nation had in the area. I've looked at this. I don't know if Malta was actually independent at the time I invaded. I'm pretty sure it was just owned by the UK. But let's go over here to Cyprus. Obviously, Cyprus is not independent at the moment. It's owned immediately by the UK. There's obviously nothing on here that tells me how many ships are in their two naval bases here. And if I click over here, I don't have an intelligence tab. I think that is something that had to be done for La Resistance, which when I get money, it's on the list. But we do have intelligence information from the details here, but that's just telling me the entire Navy force of the entire UK, as well as obviously any of the other information here. And they have a large Navy. I mean, 200 ships, we have 106. But it doesn't tell me how many of them are in Cyprus here. So not going to overly help me. I did move some stuff around in between episodes, and I forget exactly what ones. I have battle plans with no units assigned. I do. What one would that be? Would that be this one? No? 22 divisions, 22 divisions. 2 divisions. I'm unsure. Unsure what ones they're talking about. We do have some low supplies in Arabia, and hopefully that will not be a thing as it was last week, because we now have these ports that are open, and hopefully we're able to drive the supplies through to there. But we are, moving some troops out, so that might not be a thing. I am noticing that France here has occupied my areas of Ethiopia. They're not handing them back. France is obviously in the Axis, not in my faction of the Novus Imperium Romanos, probably. Romanos. And they, I guess, are not going to give me my land that they're taking back from the UK, which is interesting. What's also interesting is that I am allowed to assign my submarines, at least, to their ports. But if I go over here to the airplanes and I try and move my airplanes from here to here, you'll see that I don't have enough intel on anyone in the Axis, any airports. I can go to my own territory, but not to anyone in the Axis. I cannot put my planes in the Axis airports, in spite of literally having troops. Like, this whole army is here. I literally have troops where the airport is, but I don't have enough intel. So that's interesting. Let's go on here and let's see if I can't demand. Yeah, you're already in a faction. So it would appear that I cannot demand the demand Ethiopia from them. Like, this is mine. They do have some resistance to occupation, obviously, but yeah, that's not cool. Not cool there, Italy. Or Italy. Not cool there, France. So we're going to go ahead and click unpause. How long do I have? I have about 50 days, give or take, for Iraq. And we will obviously try and get Portugal as well. Now these ships are moving down. They don't have any orders yet. That's fine. Let's see how long I have until the Navy invasion goes off. We have 35 days. Well, that's okay. Hopefully things continue to go well down here. We have pork strikes happening as we try and sink the Navy. That I would bet that port strike, say that 3 times fast. I would bet that was the number of ships that they have there, which is not very much at all. Probably able to be beaten, I would say. See, these guys have no orders. What if I just told you to go down there? They don't have any orders. They're assigned, but they just don't have orders. They're just going to stay right here. Less than convincing. So we do have some Navy battles happening here, some submarines that are getting sunk. But yeah, my guess is that this is their fleet, which is not going to inspire much fear when I get that Navy going. And you can see that things are going very well down here, so let us draw the next offensive line. I'd say to draw it from here and maybe try and just connect over to France. Yes, and the 19 divisions are going to do that after they're done. So Greece lost, apparently, I'm guessing their only submarine. British submarines got away there, and of course the port strike as things continue to escalate in the Eastern Mediterranean. Once we take that, the Allies will be forced out of the Mediterranean, which is exactly what we want. It does appear that the UK has decided to invade up in Belgium up here. I don't mind that at all. Not at all. Now we do need to wait until at least Iraq, if not maybe even pull in Yemen, is in the Allies before we finish them off. But it may not hurt to take a look at the British Raj as well. Once we're done taking Arabia, we could head over and try and do something against the British Raj, who are threatening France over here. They don't have a lot of troops, and one of them is over here. This Navy battle is going, and that is one thing that I don't really know, is can I get Navy superiority without bringing my planes up into the English Channel? Can I really launch a Navy invasion without that? I don't know. Alright, so you are moving in. Alright, good. You are moving. I like to see that. Some more port strikes are happening. And I mean, it may not hurt to say, hey, patrol, and you guys strike force. Let's see if we can't get actual Navy battles, because I do think that we have the superiority there. And so maybe kind of forcing them into port. We're essentially going to tell them to go whenever they can. And yeah, so we are going to be able to push into Ethiopia really, really well. We are losing some planes, and I don't have planes to help with that, right? I don't have planes to... No. Convoy raid in the English Channel. I know it's only, 20 ships, but... it is what it is. We will do what we can against them. And essentially Arabia is going to fall. Now, in order to justify a war goal against Yemen, only take 80 days. Let's go ahead and justify that as well. In the port strikes, we are losing planes fast. But we are keeping them in port. And once I can take this area with my armies, this is really the big one that I want to take from the UK-controlled areas because it is rich in oil. 6 oil here, just from Abu Dhabi, which is the United Arab Emirates right now in real life. That's really the prize of Arabia. Yeah, okay, 2 of 2, 1 of 1, 1. Iraq is 26 and 14. That's also a good prize. But this here is pretty easy to take there. Obviously, the chromium there and the stuff from Greece is really important as well. Excuse me for cough. There we go. Yes, the offensive is going well. You noticed. And so I think that we'll have all 24 assigned to this, and then we will shift them over and assign most of them to Yemen after we've won. There was actually a Navy battle, or was it up in the Channel? Must have been up in the Channel. We lost 8 submarines. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to get Navy superiority up there, which would prolong this this particular war pretty far. We'll see. I do have plans beyond just this war. The UK seems to have completely abandoned Arabia. And they did get shoved back. So I guess the big question is whether or not some of these planes, some of them, it appears, could reach maybe the English Channel from Spain. But these guys couldn't. They could perhaps launch into the Arabian Sea, which might be more prudent. Just essentially allow the English Channel to live and just begin to attack India, which is also resource rich, I would assume. That this is pretty resource rich. Yeah, not actually all of it. And we're soon going to have Portugal, but there is some, certainly the tungsten, things like that, is over here. If we invade, we would like to invade over here in the south area where we can start getting some of this stuff. There is 70 out of 82 rubber down here from the UK. That's interesting. Maldives. So that's someplace we can go after Yemen. Communist China has joined the Comintern. All right. We are losing a little bit of steel. We have chromium. The only things we are trading for is this. We don't need to trade for it any longer. And we could use some more rubber. We probably can scale back the oil. Start to get a little bit more of our factories back as they are building infrastructure throughout the country. Let's get this done, people. I assume we have Navy superiority right now. They don't appear to be wanting to fight. So let me actually take one of these, and instead of strike force, I want you to do naval invasion support. We're going to just protect these guys when they go in 11 days. And we're going to create a front line against Yemen. And I'm not going to assign anyone to that front line, but I want you to start planning. And yeah, 9 days. So roughly May 8th, the invasion will happen, assuming my computer plays along. We are turning against France here, so we're pushing beyond where they are. I don't even know where their units are. It is strange to be in a war with someone, but not in the same war, if you will, because technically we have the faction that's the same, but not really. And I do find interesting that oh, hey, I clicked on something there. I think it was a justification for war. If we go over to, Cyprus here, hover over it, it has victory points of 5 and 3. So, like, there's 8 victory points for this island in the Mediterranean. Malta has, Malta here has some victory points for the UK. Gibraltar, of course, has victory points, I assume, for the UK. And so I find it interesting that we are getting some victory points against the UK. Is the Dutch East Indies a major? No, okay. In spite of not yet being able to get onto their mainland. And hopefully we can get the full Mediterranean in this episode. You say France is beating back the UK over here. Belgium, of course, retook its lands there. And we have befriended Portugal. We lost more of our submarines. And we continue to not sink their ships in spite of keeping our planes. So I'm going to actually remove Port Strike from a thing, because we are not winning those port strikes. So I do think that there's not a lot more I can do over here at this moment in time. So let's see what we can do with this. Getting some more mountaineers would be a good thing. Getting some research for fighter models. We might get that soon. I think I'm going to do Mare Nostrum. Because if you're going to build ships, we need to get them built. We need to get going. I think it was to invite Japan. They're actually close to doing that. Now, they're justifying a war goal against communist China. I don't really want to fight the Soviet Union. But at the very least, we could improve relations. I am boosting ideology in way too many places. You're already fascist. How about Turkey? Are you fascist yet? You're still non-aligned, so I will still do that. Now, I can ask for control of a state. And if I ask for control of, say, Crete or the Aegean Islands, I'm unsure if they would give them to me or not. Now, I don't know if it's worth it. Let me see. Is there any resources here at all? There's 4 of something in the Aegean Islands. There's not in Crete. Crete, there is not anything. What is going on? Oh, hey. Something happened here. How do I get back to it? Oh, I just clicked on air. Okay. Well, let's click over here and get to resources. So the Aegean Islands have some resources. They have 10 chromium. Crete has nothing. And I don't think I'm short on chromium. I am not, so we won't do that with them. Now, Bulgaria, however, what you took control of, has chromium. It does not have steel. Okay. I got all the steel. Steel was what we invaded Greece for, so it's fine to have steel be given to me. So that would be where we would get that, is if we wanted to gain control of something, we would have to do it there. So France is just going to take over Ethiopia, apparently, because apparently they can do that. Alright, so let's see what these are. Naval combat in the English Channel. The enemy has air superiority in Central Africa. Let's figure out if we can change that. Theoretically, we could change it, but I don't know of any airports we control that are close enough to deal with that, so no. Alright, the Navy is about to launch. Here we go. And Portugal would like a non-aggression pact. I want you to join the faction. So let us begin to boost in Portugal. And about Japan. So I think that we could get Japan to join our faction, but then we'd be fighting China. I think I'm going to stop improving relations for now. Navy battle results. We're losing all of our submarines. They're just gone. And I'm perfectly fine with that. Now, why are you guys taking so much time to move? I am curious about you all. I'm going to assign you to this. It's 5 divisions, and I want you guys in it as well. 10 divisions. There should be more than enough of the 14 to be able to take out that. Now you, why are you not up here? Get up there at least. At least get up and close by. Now Greece still has a navy around, which I find interesting. Head over here. We will kick them out. And the navy battle is complete. We have sunk a heavy cruiser. So now we got to figure out what we're going to do. We're going to tell you to stop patrolling. We got to figure out what we're going to do with our navy. Now we do use mobile infantry, but not a ton. I could get a logistics company or a signal company. But I don't have much support equipment as part of why I'm not doing that. I will need anti-tank. But I have artillery. Please tell me we're doing one there. We are. And of course, we could be researching some better submarines, some better battleships and cruisers and things. Of course, we have better planes that we could be doing. Or atomic research, of course, that is also a thing. I'm going to go ahead and do the atomic. Because it is research speed. In the end, it will benefit me. Now, once these guys take Cyprus, then the Mediterranean theater will be done. Of this war, at least, I do have plans for this campaign. The Eastern Mediterranean, the enemy has air superiority over here? Or is it, oh, bases in very low supply. Okay. But come on. You can't tell me that. Well, I definitely think that moving our planes to do Navy stuff, telling them to do it over here, will not be a bad thing. We can at least harass the British Raj. And I don't think there's any way we can really do anything to this actual area of Central Africa where we're actually fighting. So you guys, we're going to continue the push to here. After, of course, we're done. Come on, get in there. Take it. No resistance whatsoever. Could have been done a lot easier had I known that, but oh well. And we're going to tell them now to get on this front line, which should make both of these be 24. And it does. So, let's see here. Let's kind of check up on things. Now that should have finished off our Navy. It didn't, actually. We have airplanes with nothing, no region assigned. They're in Aden. Alright, so they can't help right now, but you might be able to help eventually. But actually, they can help a lot with Yemen. When we fight Yemen, they can help a lot there. Make sure that this airport is not overcrowded. It's not. That's good. Alright, well, pretty certain that Arabia will fall in the next episode, and we'll continue with our successes in Africa while we figure out what in the world we're going to do about the UK. And we are losing some stuff. We continue to lose artillery, motorized, and light tank at an alarming rate, but what can you do? It is mostly here, and they are taking attrition. I don't necessarily know what to do about that. Maybe we should take a logistics company and put them in here. That was part of the suggestion. I don't really know when you have one division in an area, and it's still apparently too much. Not really sure what to do about it, but not much that I can do. We are 6 days away, so I think in the next war we're going to be fighting Iraq and Yemen, taking over the rest of Arabia. That should be a good thing. And then we'll go from there. But I've been Takabola Gaming. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I'll see you in the next one.